a worthwhile and incredibly creative horror film by Australian sibling directors Danny Philippou and Michael Philippou. Clearly distinct from horror movies that solely focus on jump scares, this film delivers a truly unique story. Talk to Me 2022 has been highly praised by critics, currently holding a 94% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The film revolves around a dark and haunting narrative, portraying the mental distress or depression prevalent in today's youth, combined with supernatural elements to deliver a chilling and terrifying experience within the horror genre. This review will contain spoilers, so if you wish to enjoy the film fresh, please return later. Talk to Me kicks off with a seemingly ordinary house party in southern Australia, where a young man is seen weaving through the crowd, searching for his brother. Upon finding him, the brother suddenly stabs him in the middle of the party before taking his own life. This opening scene immediately shows us the core premise of communicating with spirits and the horrific consequences that follow. The film then shifts, introducing us to the main characters whose relationships will drive the rest of the story. Mia is a young black woman grappling with the pain of losing her mother, Ria, who died by suicide due to an unbearable illness. This unspoken grief causes Mia to withdraw and distance herself from her father. Mia seeks solace from her friends and Jade's family, which includes her mother, Sue, and her younger brother, Riley. In the opening sequence, Mia takes Jade's place to pick up Riley because Jade is preoccupied with her boyfriend Daniel, forgetting about her younger brother. On the way back, Mia and Riley accidentally spot an injured kangaroo on the road. Mia abandons it, leaving the kangaroo to its fate. This image symbolizes coldness, loneliness, unending pain, and ultimately death, acting as a premonition for Mia's tragic destiny. While still grappling with her emotional wounds and losses, Mia is brought by Jade to a small party with her brother, Riley. It is here that the appearance of the spectral hand forever changes Mia's life. The spectral hand is a mysterious object, possessing psychic power capable of summoning the spirits of the dead. In the film, this image is depicted as an allegory for the temptation of drugs. Much like stimulants often found at parties, the hand offers an exhilarating escape from reality, but simultaneously causes people to lose control, become immersed in illusions, and ultimately pay a hefty price for these seemingly harmless experiences. This dangerous game marks Mia's first step into the world of spirits and the afterlife. The soul invocation ritual is limited to 90 seconds, during which the spirit will inhabit and take over the body. If the time limit is exceeded, the player may become haunted or possessed by the spirit. When Mia participates in the ritual for the first time, she accidentally summons an evil spirit instead of the spirit of her mother, whom she desperately wishes to reunite with. Unfortunately, this mistake goes beyond the time limit, becoming a pivotal turning point that allows the malevolent spirit to latch onto Mia, the beginning of an inevitable chain of tragic events. One noticeable feature is that when the spirit inhabits Mia, she starts exhibiting mysterious behaviors, speaking in fragmented, cryptic sentences, as if the spirit is trying to prolong its possession.
He's behind you now. He'll split you, pretty boy. He'll split ya!
83 seconds, Josh, get it off!
The first experience of this is an exhilarating, almost addictive sensation, akin to the high someone might feel when first getting lost in the illusion of drugs.
Amazing!
The image of Jade's friends taking turns indulging in the sensation of possession acts as a metaphor that the director uses to comment on how today's youth seek stimulants as a way to release their inner sorrows. This is most evident in Mia's sorrow. She lost her mother, has a strained relationship with her father, and has no hope left for life. Mia turns to the spiritual game in the hope of relieving her emotional pain. Ironically, this event becomes the trigger for a series of horrific actions that follow. There is a scene where Riley lies next to Mia, talking in the middle of the night, and then a ghostly hand touches Riley's face from behind. This suggests that Mia has been haunted by the evil spirit. The spirit seems to be certain that Riley is the best tool to break down Mia's defenses. As a result, the next day, Mia, influenced by the supernatural, urges Jade to find Haley and continue the game. The crucial turning point is Riley, Jade's younger brother, who wants to experience the feeling of spirit possession. This phase will push the film toward its climax. Jade firmly refuses, but Mia reveals her true nature.
What if we did it for like 60 seconds?
Me stop.
60 seconds, Jade. You'd have to be a bitch about all things Riley.
This shows that Mia has gradually been influenced by the possession of the spirit during the first experience. The soul summoning ritual is performed, and unfortunately, Riley exceeds the 90-second limit and gradually loses control. This scene is extremely violent and horrifying, as Riley begins to harm himself continuously. The director uses raw and sharp filming techniques, enough to make us flinch at the violence and disgust portrayed. Even after being taken to the hospital and later on, Riley continues to find ways to hurt himself. At this point, all the problems seem to focus on Mia, and even Jade's mother forbids her from visiting Riley. Mia then returns to her own house. Her mind becomes more chaotic, and she can no longer distinguish between reality and illusion. In the latter part of the film, Mia faces the haunting memories of her mother. After returning from the hospital, Daniel and Mia go back to her room, and perhaps she is moved by love, but reality does not allow for it. All the remaining loneliness becomes a shadow for Mia to lean on. She has lost family affection, and both love and friendship seem hopeless at this point. The internal urge constantly pushes Mia to use the ghost's hand.
Saying we do it again with Riley, but blow out the candle this time.
You want him to do it again? The thing that put him in
You
hospital?
want to save him?
Don't fucking ask me.
Well, we have to do something, Jade.
With the director portraying this image as a metaphor for addiction. At this moment, Mia stands on the edge of a precipice, without any rational connection to reality. But perhaps the most heartbreaking image is of Mia's elderly father. He tries to repair their bond and take care of his daughter, but the haunting presence of the spirit is too strong, and he is tragically stabbed in the throat by his own daughter. The film's ending is not particularly hard to predict, as it is the consequence of Mia's depression, a condition that the director subtly conveyed throughout the movie. In the end, she chooses suicide as a way to escape her pain, right on the road where Kangaroo had been injured. There is a foreshadowing image of this moment, faintly visible on the window. The traffic accident scene at the end is deliberately obscured by the director, leaving a gap for the audience to speculate about the conclusion. However, based on the logic established throughout the film, the director portrays it similarly to the Duckett brothers' story. Ultimately, they kill their only family member before taking their own lives. The final sequence shows Mia trying to grasp the common human emotions of love and affection, only to become a ghost under the supernatural influence of the ghostly hand. Throughout the film, the director also incorporates genuine emotions of family love. Jade's mother is portrayed as a weak woman, always nurturing family bonds. She constantly reminds Jade to take care of Riley and is willing to forgive Mia. One delicate gesture is when she throws away her cigarette as Jade gets into the car, symbolizing her desire to set a better example and protect her family. As for Riley, it seems that with time, he may eventually recover and break free from the haunting presence. This is hinted at during a scene on the bus, where Cole briefly touches upon this possibility.
The people he let in messed up his head. If you just stopped doing that fucking thing, they would have left.
Talk to me is the message the author conveys to the generation, a point that truly stands out because we rarely see it in typical gory horror films. The ghost hand is used by the director to symbolize the negative aspects of society, such as drugs, violence, pornography, etc., along with the presence of depression, which threatens the younger generation due to the lack of care and empathy from family and parents. Curiosity, the desire to mature, and the drive to prove oneself are natural reactions of adolescence. But it is these immature emotions that are easily exploited, just like how the ghost hand manipulates them. If you found the video interesting, please support the channel by liking, subscribing. Thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next one.